Hello everyone, before I start the video, I just want to give this announcement. Right now I like to go back doing giveaways on the channel. Hopefully by September everything will be financially slate for me in September, and hopefully I have a better job than the one that I have. I would like to go back doing giveaways on the channel for you guys. Forgive me 1,000 subscribers of this year, and hopefully I will see many more. All you have to do is basically subscribe, click the notification bell, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. I'm usually more active on those two channels, and leave and comment on today's video. It's always much appreciated, and hopefully that you guys have a blessed day, and let's get started in today's video. So this was a video for a long time in the making. Basically, I wanted to talk about should you buy Anthem, and it was really hard to kind of like basically come up with a video kind of detailing, should you buy this game. It was very hard because that was going to be like a 1-second video, because I was going to clearly tell you, no, don't buy this game. This game is not worth it. And I'm kind of glad that they did the whole, subscription service with the Origin Premiere, where you can, have this monthly payment plan and test out games and don't have to spend like $63 or $100 on a game. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't spend $59 on this game. I'm truly happy. I think you guys probably seen like a tons of videos about articles talking about how BioWare's Anthem went wrong. There's tons of videos detailing that, and of course interviews from people that worked on the game and get their 2 cents of why this game was literally utterly garbage. And basically we're going to be talking about my initial thoughts about how this game came about and the reason of this game. Basically Anthem was anticipated game for 2019, and I feel like this game could have been released in 2020 or 2021. I think this game was released a little too early, and I think it was just all EA and BioWare's, or maybe just EA in general, trying to be in competition with Destiny 2. They probably see that Destiny 2 has some issues and has some problems, and they think that they can bring people from Destiny and basically make this game into something and think that's going to work out. Me personally, that wasn't going to work out for me, because I wasn't 100% on this game. There was something about this game that it just didn't feel right and didn't feel like it was going to be a finished game. For me personally, I thought Anthem should have been worked on a little bit more, past 2019, and they should have did what they should have did in the early months, where people saying that, oh, Anthem was going to be in delay. And I was giving hype for this game a lot. And I'm thinking like, oh, this game is finished. They had like little release dates. And I heard that they've been working on this game for 5 to 6 years. A lot of people, content creators out there tend to say that, you people don't understand about, this and that and how long they work on this game. Me personally, when I see a game company work on a game for 9 to 10 years, that shows that they want to put their full dedication into that game. When you work on a game to 5 to 6 years, that means you're not quite done with this game. And a lot of people are saying, well, what do you think about Borderlands 3? I said, well, Borderlands 3, it was a work in the making. I feel like they put a lot of effort into that game. I feel like they worked a lot in Borderlands 3. I'm just talking about games that tend to push out, especially with, developers. I think Gearbox know what they were doing, and I think they're not going to screw this up. Now, there's been issues where people are talking about the collector's edition, but I'm going to give my initial thoughts about that whole exclusive. But me personally, I hate when a game company like EA, and of course when Bungie was with Activision, push a game out after they worked on it for 5 to 6 years. I feel like, especially when it comes to a loot shooter game, you need to work on this game maybe 8 to 10 years in order for it to say this game is solid. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's not fair to say about, Borderlands 3. They probably worked on that game for 5 years. But like I said, they know what they're doing. Okay, they know what to expect. They know from the get-go what to do. They've been doing that since Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. So Borderlands 3, I think they will know what to put in it, what not to put in it, and go on from there. Games that never did loot shooter games in general, I think you should do more years of development to get yourself prepared. And that's how I felt about Anthem. Anthem was not fully developed and fully finished. It was just rush. Me personally, reading this article yesterday, and of course listening from, of course, other people in the community, especially on YouTube, kind of detailing that. Now, there's a lot of people who will say, there's nothing wrong with this game. I think this game was okay, and you should give this game a chance. I completely understand, but me personally, I tend not to do that. I tend not to be like you guys, like other content creators out there who probably do get paid by these developers. They say they don't, but the way they be talking 99% of the time, I feel like they do get paid from these developers. There's other people who are still playing this game to this day, and shouts out to them. I'm not disrespecting them in any way. If you're still playing this game, go right ahead. I will probably still play this game eventually, but people say, well, Destiny was just like Anthem. No, this is worse than when Destiny 1 set to release. When Destiny 1 was released, it averaged about 70% on the metric score throughout a lot of people who play the game. Some people give it a 70, some people give it an 80%. There's some people who give it 9 out of 10. So Destiny was still on a high metrics when it was, pre-release, before they release. Anthem, before the game was released, they were saying that the metric style was going to be 70 to 80%. People were going to really like this game. Then when the game was released, the metric scale was just 50%. So for me personally, when people say that Anthem is going to be, this game is going to be like 70, 80%, people are going to like this game. And then when you see the release dates and you see like the whole scales and the scores from other people who play the game, give it a 50. There's some people who give it a 40, meaning 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. There were some people who were saying that this game was not going to last any long. During the whole E3 press conference, everybody sees like a different change. That always happens in most games. I saw what, Destiny was going to showcase, what Bungie was going to showcase Destiny in 2014. They had like a whole video doc of what you suspect. There were some things in there that they did, and then they changed because developers tend to do that. And I feel like EA and Activision are the worst freaking developer company you can ever work with. Like, I feel like their company is going to go downhill sooner or later, and it's not even fast enough. But I feel like it's slowly deteriorating every year. Like, something's always going wrong with these two developing teams. Anthem, the earlier versions of the game we saw were like, oh wow, this game looked really good. The graphics look solid. I feel like they were doing a great job. And they botched, Mass Effect Andromeda. I feel like they were gonna botch Anthem anyways, because Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't that great. It was still a solid game, but it wasn't 100% solid when the game was released. So yes, the early versions are never always accurate. That's just like a pre-alpha footage to kind of showcase you what you may expect when the game release further down the road. They were working on this game. Some people said there was like a prototype of it at E3 in 2014. They show us a teaser trailer for yet an untitled game that would eventually become Anthem. So that's what it was stating in the article. You got a glimpse of it in 2014. So they were working on this game like the same time when Destiny 1 was being released. Now, a lot of people said, well, you guys give Destiny a chance when they was released. Why you can't give Anthem a chance? The reason why I couldn't give Anthem a chance, because judging by this article, they feel like they don't really give a shit about this game. They feel like they don't want to make any changes to this game. I feel like they're going to just let this game die in 2019. This game was utterly garbage, and it's not going to get any awards. It's not going to get nominated at any video game awards this year because it did not have a solid release. Yes, it had a solid release in digital marketing, because it's just digital marketing. Nobody want to get out of bed and stand in line at GameStop and wait for a game anymore, where they can just automatically just download this game onto their PlayStation network. So that's usually the case why digital marketing is going to be, yes, it's going to be a little bit more in sales in digital marketing than in physical sales. It's always going to happen like that because, like I said, the world is changing. Nobody's not standing in line anymore. Everybody's buying everything online. So that's just how everything is. Me personally, with Destiny, you have the raid. That's what really changed the landscape of why Destiny was so popular. The raid was the reason why this, Destiny was at its peak, and why is it there now? Anthem didn't have a raid until May. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, Division 2 is going to have their raid, if I'm not mistaken, this week. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Friday. I think Tier 5 is available right now, if I'm not mistaken, or Friday is going to be Tier 5 in the raid. I don't remember, but Division 2 is going to release their raid very soon. The next couple of weeks, the next couple of hours and days or so. Destiny 2 released their raid the same day or that same week or the next week after. And you're meaning to tell me that you're going to have updates, new stories and, this Act 1 and Act 2 in May? By the time May comes around, nobody's not going to care about your game. They're probably going to be still playing Destiny 2 and still going to be playing Division 2 and maybe Apex Legend in between there and maybe Fortnite. Like, how are you supposed to stand a chance with a lot of these games that tends to update their game every month? Yes, Destiny probably... I understand a lot of people do not like the Season 6, meaning Season of the Drifter, because nobody don't like Gambit Prime. I can completely understand. But there's times I do like Gambit Prime that I did, OG Gambit, meaning the original Gambit. And I do enjoy Gambit Prime this season because it's just one round. So you go on to the next round. It's not like 1 round, 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So just 1 round and, you match up with other people. With Anthem, they didn't really update anything to say that it will keep itself above float. Yes, they had updates and changes that make things easier. They shouldn't have just did that from the get-go. If you want to copy most of these games like Warframe, Division 2, Destiny 2, you should did the things that, that people were happy about. They did everything the complete opposite way. So for me personally, Anthem is not really of a game that you should able to buy anytime soon. I don't care how much they update this game. I think this game is not done, but I feel like it will come back and maybe it will strive again. It depends on if people are still interested in Anthem. It depends on them. But you have an array in May, like, really? Are you serious? Like in May, by the time May hits, something else might come across or something like that. So for me personally, for them to say what they had to say in this article, there's a lot that they said about this article. And you guys, like I said, you guys probably already read everything yesterday and the day before of them just mentioning what really went wrong. And I know a lot of people are probably saying, or going to say in the comment section, but you give Destiny a chance, you give Destiny a chance. I clearly understand. But Destiny was like completely different. When I play Anthem, I get bored after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to play it, but at the same time, you don't want to play it. So I get bored after a while I play Anthem. It's fun at some point and then it's boring at another point. And then the javelins and stuff like that is pretty cool. The flying ability is really nice. But at the same time, it gets overheated. And I'm like, really? I need to get around this map. I don't want to stay on the ground 99% of the time. All that little stuff that just irritates you, and then you have to go here. If you want to get to point A, it's like point B. There's no fast travel to this or that. All these things that they can just introduce. They weren't even finished with this game because every game is introducing fast travel at the point of their games nowadays. Even in the earlies of 2014, they had fast travel. For them not to have fast travel on their map is kind of stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to fly throughout the areas. There's no ping system to ping the area. The map is just a plain map. Like, you just have to go through the whole entire world to figure out there's like I don't know, just for example, a stronghold or patrol on the map. It don't really tell you that, oh, there's a patrol on this area. Nothing. You had to fly around. And then when you fly around for like a good 5 hours or so, you come across, oh, there's a patrol area in here to kind of help you out. And it's just like, really? Like, there's no ping system to kind of tell me, or like a tracker to let me know, like, oh, I want to track this activity in this area. And I can just go straight to that area. Nothing that they didn't really do. It shows that they weren't even finished with this game. It shows that they're not even done with this game. At least with Destiny, they had a damn tracker to track your activities. Like, oh, I want to go here. You ping that area and then you just go. Yes, it wasn't easy. The fast travel wasn't easy like how it is in Destiny 2. But at least like some of the things that they introduced in Destiny 1 was a little bit more easier than it is in Anthem. Anthem didn't even did none of that shit. So it's like, are you serious? So they went into details, the developers of the game, and then, they had like developers leave, then had developers came back, and then, all these type of situation. And if you know that you weren't going to finish with this game, you know that, what, guys, we're not going to be done with this game. Don't push yourself to push this game in 2019. You should have pushed yourself to finish this game in 2020 or 2021. Tell you the truth, some people won't even mind. Some people were like, look, we want a good game from you guys. and then release something in between of 2019 to kind of keep people going, I guess, or hyped up. And now they're releasing Dragon Age 4, and I'm just like, okay, I guess this will just blow away Anthem like Thanos snapped his fingers and got everybody displated in goddamn Infinity War. So it's just like, okay, whatever. So for me personally, Anthem is not really worth buying at the full price. Not right now. It's not even worth buying at $60. Tell you the truth. If you see that shit for $29.99, yeah, you can definitely buy it. But buying it full price right now is not even necessary. Even if you buy it used at GameStop for what, $55, it's not worth the $55 of a reused game. I won't even do that. There's so many, everything that they details in this article kind of shows that, yeah, they weren't ready prepared for this game. And I know, like I said, I'm going to say it countless times, I know people are going to say, well, Destiny. I'm like, well, Destiny's completely different. At least, like I said, like I mentioned earlier in the video, at least Destiny has stuff early in the game. Anthem don't have none of that shit. They're just now updating the damn game to put that stuff in there to make it easier for you. Instead of you going to the damn thing, you can just pop up in the menu, pick the activity you want, and just go on from there. Instead of you walking like miles into the damn fort to go to the forge and do this. I'm like, really? I just can't like just come up with a menu and just customize my shit right then and there. There's no weapon loadout change mid-game. So, you know, you're stuck with like, I don't know, you forgot to change your weapon. You have to wait till you know what I'm saying? Like, all those necessary things that they can just put in the game, they didn't even put in the game. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Division 1 had it. Destiny 1 had it. Destiny 2 got it. And Division 2 got it. Goddamn Warframe has it. And I can't change my weapon mid-game. Are you serious? So it's like, it's very aggravating. Some of the stuff that they didn't even put in a game that's in the goddamn 21st century. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We're in 2019. We're not in 2004. Shit, games in 2004 had, you know, areas where you can change your weapons loadout mid-game at that time period. And for them to not have this in this game is like, this is ridiculous for me. It's like, why? And this game, you know, the third Dragon Age, people are talking about the third Dragon Age, which won Game of the Year in 2014 at the Game Awards. I remember Dragon Age was like the #1 selling game for them. I remember it was 2014 when like the next gen consoles were coming out. Dragon Age was the third one was the main one that everybody was getting for their next gen consoles for PS4 and Xbox One. So I remember that. So now they're working on Dragon Age 4 is getting finished pretty soon. So for them to kind of move their distance away Anthem tells you a lot. They don't really care about Anthem anymore. And it tells you by this article, they never cared about Anthem in the first place. The story was just not even there. I know a lot of people will come in defense like, oh, well, you gotta like every game. Yeah, that's true. But, you know, you don't want the people out here. You gotta be honest with your community. And I want to be honest with you guys. Don't waste your $60 on this game. Because the ones that are talking their foolishness and like, oh, we need to give this game a chance, or went back playing Destiny or playing Apex Legend or playing Division 2 and right now playing Borderlands. So all those people that are talking about, oh, you need to give this game a chance, sometimes I want to tell them, so why are you playing Borderlands and not playing Anthem? You want to give this game a chance, why you're not playing it? Sometimes I like to make that argument. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to default the ones that are still playing it. You know, shouts out to you guys if you're still playing this game. Hey, hey, I'm not gonna default you on that. I'm not gonna hate you for that. Good job. And the one thing that killed this game, and that everybody was just talking their bush in the comment section that, oh, it's gonna take out Destiny 2 once and for all, was their fucking loot system. And I say, you know what? At least with Destiny, they try to fix up their loot system. They try to fix it. This shit, they say they're going to fix it and never fix it. So that tells you a lot. They don't give a fuck about this game. So don't come to me talking about this game was going to like destroy Destiny. Because I can't tell. Because Destiny is still fucking here. Along with Division 2. So what the hell are you talking about? I had people in the comment section say that Anthem is going to be better than Destiny. Where are you guys now? Do not come in my comment section and tell me this bullshit that, oh, this game's going to be better than Destiny. Because 99% of the time, it's usually not the case. And as you can see, Anthem ain't shit. Destiny's still here. they're still averaging a good 5,000 viewers on fucking Twitch. Anthem is averaging 500 viewers on Twitch right now. So before you even say that this game's going to be better than this game and better than this game, watch your words very carefully. Do not come in my comment section and say that this game's going to be better than this game. I hate when people say that Battlefield 5 is going to be better than Destiny. I'm like, Battlefield 5 and Destiny are two different fucking games. What are you looking at? This is a war game, action-packed game. This is a loot shooter game where you go. This is an open world concept game. These are two different types of games. Why are you coming in the comment section saying that this is going to be better than Destiny? Like, why are you making this comparison? You need to make the comparison with Call of Duty. That's what the comparison you need to do. Our comparison for us is going to be Warframe, Division 2, and Anthem, open world concept. Not games that are dealing with World War I and World War II. That don't deal with open world concept. That deals with first person shooter. Yes, I know Destiny 2 is a first person shooter, but I'm just telling those people, like, what are you talking about? You're like a story-based mode in a multiplayer mode. You're not an open world concept or a loot shooter game. You don't not go out in the open world and get a loot-based shooter game. Maybe you might have to change that concept over the years, and then it go away in the comment section. I hate when people like compare games that are like completely two different games, and then the comment section said, "Oh, this game's gonna end Destiny." We have to wait and see that if people like it. And judge it by Anthem, nobody don't like it because nobody's not playing it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about Anthem. I will leave the article in the description down below. You guys can read it through yourself. I'm just giving my honest opinion, what I feel about Anthem. And, you know, just people telling me this and telling me this in the comment section. I'm like, look, these are like different games that you're comparing and contrasting. I'm like, what are you talking about? So before you even go in the comment section talk about, oh yeah, Borderlands 3 is going to end Destiny 2. No, it's not. I don't think it's going to end it that carefully, but I think, you know, it would give Bungie a life lesson learned what a loot shooter game supposed to look like. Yes, I feel like it would give them a life lesson learned. But is it going to kill Destiny? No, because you know why? Because Destiny is the reason why some of those content creators are on Twitch and on YouTube right now. So they're not going to end Destiny that fast and quick. Yes, they're going to play Borderlands, but they're not going to give up on Destiny or Division 2. The reason why? Because they enjoy to play those games and cover those games on their channel. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. Leave a like on the video and make sure you give me your honest opinion, what you guys feel about Anthem. And I will catch you guys in my next post.